Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Governance V2 so you can make an informed decision when voting for your council members. Let's jump right into it. There's going to be a lot of websites and data shared with you, and I will link everything in the description down below. So everything I mentioned right here is going to be in the description so you can make your own research as well. So the first thing I want to highlight, which is probably the most important, is the Governance V2 draft proposal. It starts off with this nice infographic where you can see how the Illuvium Council is composed. We got the marketing, game strategy, and community sub-councils. Those will be the positions that you vote for. Those will be the people that represent you. Then we got the Treasury Committee, Risk Management Committee, Illuvium Legal Team. Those all will be appointed by the Illuvium team themselves, as well as in marketing, game, and strategy, there will be one team member appointed by the Illuvium team. The community sub-council will consist of 5 voted people by the community, which makes sense. So when you go into this, there is really everything you need to know about Governance V2. It's a long document, but it's very well written, and I would recommend you download it so you have it as a PDF on your computer so you can have an easier time navigating through it. So if you look at all of this, there is really everything you need to know. How does the voting work? How does the nomination work? How does tie-breaking proceed? Everything you want to know is in here. So give it a read and you're going to be informed about this. If you want to take the shortcut, here's a little summary by Illuvium. Illuvium has done a great job really showcasing all the candidates here on their homepage. When you go to elections, you can see all the important dates. So we know right now is the 4th of May. So the nomination period ended yesterday and the voting period starts in 4 days on the May of 8th and so on. Then when you go here, you can check out all the candidates, all the nominees. You can check them out here. Let's just click on a random person, maybe this one. So you can check out the bio, all the questions they had to answer in the nomination, and it's a really easier time navigating through this than, for example, the official Illuvium spreadsheet right here with all the candidates. It's a bit harder to read, so I would recommend Illuvium for that for sure. Then we're jumping to the Illuvium IO homepage. When you go to community and governance, you can check out here proposals. And you can see all the proposals, all the IIPs, ICCPs that have been voted on. And right now we are voting on, or the council is voting on weighted voting for epoch elections, which basically means that you are able to split your vote among more than one candidate. So you don't, if you have 100 ILV, you don't have to put all 100 onto one candidate. You can put 50 on one, 25 on another, 25 on another, which is going to be nice, and it will really help diversify and really bring a bigger sample size to the voting, I would say. So then we have another one that I wanted to highlight is staked and vested voting. All your ILV have to be staked or vested in order for you to be able to vote with them, and you will receive less voting power the more ILV you have staked. So let me explain this. If you have it's going to be the square root out of your LV will be your voting power. So, for example, if you have 100 LV and you take the square root out of it, it's 10. So 10 will be your voting power. If you have half of that, you have 50 LV, and you take the square root, you have 7 voting power. So as you can see, the more LV you have, the less they will give you voting power. And so that means big whales have a little less chance to dominate the elections, and really this means every vote counts. So even if you have one ILV staked, please come and vote for your candidates because they're gonna represent you, and it's really important that everybody is voting. And yeah, I hope this helps you make an informed decision on that. So if you want to know more about what is IIP, how does the IIP idea go to an approval, how is the whole process, this document will explain everything you need to know about building an IIP or even ICCP. And it also explains you all the roles that different team and community members have by assisting you. What does the community manager do for you? What does the council do? And so on. So this is a main point of the council, to help the community, assist them in the creation of IIPs, and also create some themselves. So it's really good to know what it's all about and how does the whole process work. If you want to know a little bit more about where governance v2 came from, you can have a look at this document. It's a small overview about governance v1, and governance v2 basically builds on this. So it doesn't replace all the stuff that has been done before, it just adds onto it, and most of this stuff is still relevant, and I enjoyed the read. It's a nice little overview of what the governance is all about in basics. So then lastly, we have the candidate panel discussions. This will be live interviews with all the candidates from each of the sub-councils. So right now we only have strategy sub-council online right here on Illuvium Plus. I would highly suggest giving it a view because it's really nice to see those candidates face to face and really explain it themselves. Like, it's one thing to read the bio, but it's another thing to have somebody explain all these points and talk about it. It's a lot more genuine and honest, I feel like. So gaming sub-council will have their panel discussion on Sunday, so I think over this and the next week there will be all the panel discussion out there, and I'm really excited to see everybody and to listen to them. So lastly, right here we have a little poll that Vetamore set up where you can do like a test voting. You can choose whoever you want. Just randomly clicking again, and then you can vote and you can see what everybody else voted on. It's just for fun, just for test voting, and yeah, it gives a nice overview of all the candidates, I feel like. That's it, that's all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope it helped you to get all the information you need and all the documents you need to really make your own research and really find out everything you need to know to make a good decision on who to vote for all the different sub-councils. By the way, you can vote for every sub-council, so you don't have to, you can, all your voting power, you can apply to every sub-council. So if I have my 10 voting power, I can give 5 to Artemis, 2 to Telula, and so on, and then I can do the same here again. I give 10 to Scoriox or whatever, who it is. I'm gonna talk about who I'm gonna vote for in a different video, so we're not gonna do this today. I just wanted to show you all the information you need for governance v2. So have a wonderful day. I see you in the next one. Peace out. Adios.